My dad is the reason we had to put my cat down and I will never forgive him. When I was 10 my parents told me and my sister we would be getting cats. I was over the moon as I had never had any pets I could play and cuddle with before. 2 weeks later we got them. They were sisters and we named them Svea and Iris. They were both perfectly healthy tabbies. They were playful and loved to cuddle, but I bonded especially much with Iris. Iris and I stuck together like glue for the next 6 years. And when I got a boyfriend and stayed with him over the weekends, she was always waiting for me by the door when I came home every Sunday. She always came to my room when she heard me cry and slept with me when there was thunder. She gained a lot of weight when she was 6. She wasn't outside much. She just slept and ate, but we didn't mind cause the weight she gained wasn't necessarily unhealthy, but she seemed to get some kind of UTI. One day she peed on the couch. Me and my mom though it was in protest or an accident, but my dad got furious and literally threw her outside and didn't let her back in until the next morning. I told him that it was not okay, but he tried to justify it by saying she's not going to learn if she doesn't get punished for it. Like she's a effing human child. This behavior keeps going for 1.5 years of her peeing and dad throwing her out and not letting her back in. She grew terrified of my dad, leading her to pee even more. Every time he came within 4 feet of her she would run away and hide. Then one day my dad sat me and my mother down and said that we have to do something about her peeing inside cause our house started to smell a bit like pee in every room except for mine. He suggested we put her down, but me and my mother refused and suggested we take her to the vet instead. He said it costed too much and refused to. And already then I started my morning and spending as much time with her as possible. Half a year later he had manipulated my mom into agreeing to put her down, and as soon as she said fine do it. But I don't want to know when he waited no more than 2 days to take her. Not to the vet though, but to his hunter friend who shot her. I was thankfully home and got to say goodbye, and on January 14th she was gone. I will never forgive him for this and I will always feel like I could have done more to save her. This Thursday I'm getting a tattoo of an iris flower in memory of her. I hope you're resting nicely, Iris. I will always miss you and I'm sorry. Edit. An important thing I forgot to mention was that me and my mother tried to get her to the vet. But my parents share a bank account and he is the only one in the family with a driver's license, so we wouldn't be able to get her there. I offered to give Dad the $500 I had saved up so she could go to the vet and get potential medication, but since the savings account that money is on is under his name he refused to let me use that money and wouldn't give it to me either. My mom even offered to stop going to get her skin treatments for a few months so that money could go towards Iris, but he refused to agree to that either. In other words, he just wanted her gone.